So welcome to this yoga class. I recorded this so that you can do some yoga on your own during the summer or at any other time. Start to just move your head around, small movements, and then come still with your head, feeling that it's resting in a relaxed position. Take a breath in and breathe out and let your shoulders sink down. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Put your hands together in front of you, thumbs towards your chest, eyes closed, and we will take 3 deep breaths together to start this class. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Come down with your hands on your knees. Just sit here and prepare yourself for spending some time with breathing exercises and yoga. We will do a lot of rotations, working with our back, with our spine. And then come down on your back, on the floor. Make yourself comfortable, and if you want, you can have a pillow under your knees so that your back has a more relaxed position. Move your hips, your shoulders. Make sure that you have a comfortable position. And then take your head and gently move it from side to side before you come completely still with your eyes closed. We will start this class with a deep balancing breathing that will help us prepare our body for the exercises we will do. And when we do the deep balancing breathing, we start to find a focus point for our eyes. Choose one eye, and behind closed eyelids, find a connection, activity in this eye. You have your way of doing this. You can move it around. What you need to do to feel that you are connecting with this eye. Then move to your other eye and do the same thing there. Finding closeness, connection. It's often different to connect with one eye and the other, so that's why we take one eye at a time. So now when we have activated the contact with both eyes, just let them rest in towards the center, in towards the bridge of your nose. The relaxed position, best centered. And if you can, without strain, move your focus up between your eyebrows. You do that. Otherwise, keep your focus by the bridge of your nose. Important is that you have a relaxed but centered eye position, finding balance. We'll try to keep this eye position during the class. I will try to remind you during the exercises. It's so easy to forget. And with this eye position in place, move your attention down to your lungs, to your rib cage, and just notice how it feels when you breathe in and out through your nose. Feeling how your rib cage is expanding when you fill your lungs with air and how it sinks together when you breathe out. To help us even more to keep focus on ourselves and our breathing, we will add a mantra, something you think of when you breathe in and breathe out. And the mantra I use is that you think so when you breathe in and ham when you breathe out. Soham is Sanskrit and it means I am. We will soon start deep balancing breathing. So you can decide if you want to keep your arms by your side or if you want to put one hand up on your tummy and the other one up on your chest, up towards the collarbone. Your elbows are resting in the mat. And now, with our eye position in place, a mantra with our breath, we will start deep balancing breathing. So take a deep breath in, fill your lungs far down. You feel that your tummy is expanding. Continue to fill your chest up towards the collarbone. And then slowly breathe out. Chest sinks down, tummy sinks down, and pause. Wait, wait until your breathing reflex tells you to take a new deep breath. And filling your lungs far down, continue to fill up towards the collarbone. And slowly breathe out. And again, wait, pause. And when your breathing reflex tells you to take a new breath, you do that. Again, filling your lungs, trying to make the inhalation and the exhalation about the same length. And this pause can be a few seconds or many seconds. It's your breathing reflex that decides. Help yourself to keep focus on your breath by adding the mantra, thinking so when you breathe in. When you breathe out. And in the pause, you just notice how quiet and still your body is before the next new breath starts again. These slow, deep breaths immediately activating our rest and digest part of our nervous system, the parasympathetic part. It is impossible to breathe this slowly if you're standing in front of something that you need to run away from, something that is stressing. And when we activate the parasympathetic part, means that we get a better balance between the other parts, sympathetic, the fight and flight, and the parasympathetic, rest and digest. This means that our body will have a chance to spend time taking care of our digestion, our metabolism, our rest, will help our sleep. It will help us to get a balance between different hormones that makes us feel better. If we don't feel any stress, we don't have to produce a lot of cortisol. We're finding a better balance. Pulse is lowered, blood pressure will go down while you're breathing this slowly, focusing only on your breath, on your mantra, on your eye position. We're also helping our body to find a balance between the levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide, and the levels need to be in balance. We breathe in too much, too hasty, overbreathe, we will fill up our body with an oxygen level that is higher compared to the carbon dioxide than it should. But when we take this pause, waiting for the next new breath, our body will adjust this. And if we have a better balance, it means that it's easier for our body to feel calm and to rest. If you have your hands up on your body, you can let them come down by your side. And then change your breath so that you breathe in and breathe out. No pause, but maintaining this deep breath in, filling your lungs far down, so your tongue is expanding, your chest is expanding all the way up to the collarbone. And then you slowly breathe out, chest sinks down, tummy sinks down. You take a new breath in, just observing how your rib cage is expanding forward, sides, and back when you breathe in. Then when you breathe out, chest sinks in, tummy sinks in. Just stay in this position and observe how your body feels after this first breathing exercise. Take a soft breath in and breathe out. First exercise we will do is we will stay on our back. And there's two versions of doing this. It's a dynamic cat stretch that we do in the end of the class. You can also do it with both legs bent. So first I'll show how to do it with both legs. Bend your knees and put your feet close to your body. Breathe in with your knees up into the air. And when you breathe out, you let your knees fall to the left and rotate your spine. Keep both shoulders in the floor. Breathing in, coming up with your knees. And breathing out, let them fall down to the right. You continue like this in your own pace. If you do the dynamic cat stretch, you start with your legs flat in the floor. Take your right foot up on your left knee, so your right leg is bent. Breathe in when your knees up. Take your left hand up to your knee and breathe out and twist your knee to the left. Breathe in and come up with your knees. Stretch out both legs. Put your left knee on your right. Put your left foot on your right knee and take your hand and turn your knee to the right. Breathing in when you go back up, switching legs. Breathing out when you twist to the side. Continue in your own pace and with the version of this exercise that you are comfortable with. Important is to keep your shoulders in the mat so that you get this rotation of the spine and a soft stretch in your lower back, one side at a time. You have your mantra, thinking so so have your eye position focused, resting in this centered position. Next time when you come to the middle, come still and stretch out your legs. Take a deep breath in and breathe out all air. Lift up your pelvic floor, navel towards your spine, holding softly, gently. holding this tension. And release and breathe in, fill your lungs. Feel how they expand in all directions. And breathe out. Yes, stay on your back and feel the effect of this exercise. Take a soft breath in and breathe out. Come up to a sitting position. Maybe come over on your side so you can support yourself coming up. And sit on a chair or on the floor. And if you sit on the floor, it's good to sit up on something so that you can tip your pelvis forward. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. And if you sit on a chair, you sit a bit on the front of the chair with your knees a bit wide, so you have good stable position with your feet in the floor. And we'll do a rotating exercise, bending over each knee. So put your hands together and breathe in and lift them up over your head. Breathe in, stretch your throat a little bit, and then let your hands go over to your left shoulder and then down over your right knee. Breathe in, doing a diagonal sweep up to your left shoulder, coming over to your right shoulder and then sweeping down over your knee. Continue in your own pace. Eyes are closed, resting in this focus point. We're flexing and rounding and rotating our spine. Try to find this deep breath, filling your lungs far down. Breathing out, chest sinks in, tummy sinks in. And next time when you come up, stop with your hands up in the air, you're back in a neutral position. Take a deep breath in and breathe out all air. Lift up your pelvic floor, navel towards your spine, holding this tension softly, holding, sending energy up through your body. And then release and breathe in, fill your lungs, And breathe out, come down with your arms, come out of the position. You can stretch out your legs and just find a comfortable position to sit in. Feeling the effect of this exercise. And breathe in and breathe out. If you sit on the floor, you stretch out your legs wide apart. If you sit on a chair, again, have your knees wide apart. We'll again start with our hands up in the air. Now we have your hands a bit apart like you're holding a big ball. And breathe in, stretch up. And when you breathe out, you let one hand come in front of you and the other one over your head, and you bend over your leg. Breathe in and come up again. And breathe out and come down over your other leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Finding this deep breath, feeling your lungs rotating. And here we do a side and forward bend. Our body comes over our thigh, over our leg, and then rotating, turning, twisting. Getting a lot of movement in our spine. And even though it's very nice to do this and really stretch out, don't do 100% of what you can. Stop at 80%. You don't stress your body with your movement. Have your eyes closed if you are comfortable with that, and let them rest in this center position. Just feeling this soft flow of this exercise. And next time when you come up, again you stop with your hands up in the air. You're back in a neutral position. Take a breath in. Feeling how your rib cage is expanding in all directions, and then you breathe out. And with empty lungs, you lift up your pelvic floor, navel towards the spine, softly, gently, holding. And then release and breathe in, filling your lungs. And breathe out and come down with your arms and just sit and rest, or come down on your back for a short rest. Take a soft breath in and breathe out. Next exercise you can do on a chair or on the floor. I show it on the chair first. We'll do a rotation of our spine. And if you sit on a chair, you breathe in, lift your left leg over your right knee. Put your hand on your knee and breathe out and turn your upper body, stretch out your left hand, look over your shoulder. Breathe in, come forward, change your knees. Your right knee come over your left, hand on your knee, stretching out your arm, looking over your shoulder. You continue like this in your own pace. If you do this sitting on the floor, you sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. You can have something to sit up, to lift up your pelvis, to get a better back position. And you breathe in, put your left foot on the other side of your right knee. Breathing out, your right hand on the knee, the left hand behind you. Breathing in, coming forward, stretching out your legs, switching leg. Breathing out. Breathing in and switching, breathing out. And you continue in your own pace. You can have your eyes closed, resting in this centered position. And try to find this deep breath, this inhalation that you feel far down in your tummy, filling your chest. Breathing out, chest sinks in, tummy sinks in. And when you come back into the center, you stretch up both legs, rest your hands on your thighs, back in a neutral position, and take a deep breath in. And breathe out all air. Lift up your pelvic floor, navel towards your spine, and again you're holding this tension softly, gently holding, and then release and breathe in. Fill your lungs and hold, breathe out. Come out to the position and just sit and relax. Take a soft breath in and breathe out. And we will come up to a standing position. So I will adjust the screen a little bit. Make sure that you have a good standing position. You feel energy up through your legs, tipping your pelvis, relaxing your shoulders. And then take your hands up on your shoulders, fingertips up on your shoulders. Your upper arm is parallel to the floor. And we will do this spinal twist, but we'll do it standing. So try to really focus on keeping your hips here so the rotation is in your upper body. Then you breathe in and let your left elbow go back in the room. Right one goes forward and breathe out, turning your left elbow forward. Slowly rotating. It's your breath that decides how quickly you rotate. Your eyes are closed, resting in this focused position. And then stop in the middle and change the direction. Breathing in, taking your right elbow back in the room, and the left one goes forward. Breathing out, rotating slowly. Trying to keep your hips in the same position. It's the upper body that is slowly rotating. Working with strengthening the muscles in our upper back, muscles that are good for our posture, helping us to take deep breaths. And then come still in the center and take a deep breath in. And breathe out all air. Lift up your pelvic floor, navel towards your spine, and you're holding this tension softly, gently holding. And then release and breathe in, fill your lungs. And breathe out and come down with your arms, so just stand and rest. Feeling the effect of this exercise. Take a soft breath in and breathe out all air. Come down on the floor. Make yourself ready for some rest. Make sure that you have a comfortable position. You can have a pillow under your knees. You can have a pillow on your hips that will help you relax. And then move your hips gently. Move your shoulders, shoulder blades. Just feel how you relax down. Take your head and gently move it from side to side with a few soft nods. And then come still, completely still. You don't have to think about how you breathe. You just let your breath happen when it wants to. Your eyes are closed, resting in a relaxed position wherever they want. You don't have to keep the eye position. And you feel how this relaxation in your eyes is spreading up over your eyebrows, up to your forehead, spreading out in your whole face, your cheeks, your chin, your jaw. Your whole head is heavy, sinking down. Your throat and your neck is soft. Your shoulders and shoulder blades sink down into the mat, resting, as well as these stabilizing muscles that we worked with in this standing spine rotation. Your upper arms are heavy, your forearms resting down in the mat, and you feel that your hands and your fingers are all soft. Your whole rib cage is resting, and you just notice the movement that happens for each breath in and out. Lower back also heavy, your hip bones, your sacrum, your pelvis sink down into your mat. Your thighs also heavy, resting. Feel how your calves sink down into the mat, as well as your heels. Both your feet, your toes, just resting and relaxing. You follow your body from your toes all the way up through your legs, through your upper body, out to your arms, and up to your head, and the top of your head. You just feel how you are relaxed. You will continue to rest, and I will read a short poem. The translation of a poem written by Sigrid Renklint. There's nowhere to go, nothing that awaits me. Here I am with myself, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. My body, the floor, the air, the warmth, the smell, the sounds. Here I am, soft eyes behind closed eyelids. I see everything there is to see right now. A streak of sorrow through my mind. A worry goes through my body. Welcome, I see you. You are guests. I'm the one that breathes. Small thoughts make their holes on my wide heaven. They come here with later, before, must. Welcome, small thoughts. Disappear in my warm breath. Light swiveling, just ending. I'm the one that breathes. My body, the floor, the air, the warmth, the smells, the sounds. Nothing awaits me. Everything is now. Here I am with myself. And then start to move your fingers and your toes and circle your ankles and your wrists in one direction and in the other direction. Take your head and move it from side to side. Do some funny faces. Release some tension. Maybe sigh. And take both arms and stretch them out over your head and make yourself really, really tall. Take both hands with your back by your side, and if you have a pillow on your hips, remove it so that we can do a cat stretch. Leaving left leg in the floor and your right foot up on your left knee. Take your left hand and rotate to the left. Look to your right. Keep your shoulders in the floor and just breathe. Relax down in this stretch. Come back and stretch out both legs. Take your left foot up on your right knee, your hand up to your knee, and now you turn your leg to the right, your head to the left. Again, just breathing, relaxing down in this stretch. Roll back and come up with hands and feet in the air. Put your palms and your soles together and rub them and get some energy back. And stretch up both your hands and your feet up towards the ceiling. Make them really tall and then start to shake your hands and your feet and your arms and your legs, feeling all relaxed. Take your hands around your knees and roll from side to side, massaging your lower back. And change your direction and start to roll on your spine. Small roll or a bigger one. You see what's accessible for you and then come up to a sitting position. We'll end with a short breathing exercise, this calming breathing. You breathe in through both nostrils, counting to 3 or 4. Put a finger and block your right nostril and breathe out and count double, 6 or 8. Come down with your hand and breathe in. Breathing out through one nostril. And when you breathe out next time, you put your hands together in front of you, thumbs towards your chest, eyes closed, and we'll take 3 deep breaths together. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and again breathe in and breathe out. Rub your palms, put your hands over your eyes. Open your eyes, let some light come in, and let your hands come down into your lap. And thank yourself for doing yoga today. And I thank you for doing yoga with me. And I wish you a very nice day with a big smile.